Well, hello there, guys. Sev here again with another playthrough of. Oh, well, that's gonna be unpleasant. Anyways, another random playthrough of some Dota. This time I'm going to play as random, and I'm playing. That means as the Bloodseeker here. Now, this time I'm actually recording post commentary on this. It's just kind of a I don't know, like as a test. What I'll probably end up doing is okay, there we go. He's bottom, BT dubs. Anyways, so what I'll probably end up doing is I'm going to, after this one, I'm going to wait and record a record the games by doing it more game station style. I'd say not game station, Husky StarCraft style. That makes more sense. Where I download the replays and then I kind of commentate on the replays that way. It'll be interesting, and I guess we'll just have to kind of see what's best as it goes along. But that way, you see, like right now, what I have to do is I have to watch it, and I can only watch myself and where I'm going. However, if I were to do it with the replay, I could go anywhere and show you everything. So right now, I'm kind of just checking out everything in the store. I have like quite a bit of money, so I decided to go with some health increase and some boots that increase my agility. The Bloodseeker is an agility using Doodly. So I'm going mid. I'm the only one that goes mid. So I get to be all special in that way. And I fight a ranged DPS guy, so that kind of sucks. But, you know, what can you do? Still got 30 seconds. What up? Says the map to us. And I guess I'll just kind of explain a little bit what you should do in situations like this. What I probably should have done is, see, at first I thought I was going up against Ricky. So I say, you know, great, Ricky, because he's kind of what many people consider a cheap character. Oops, sorry, hit my microphone there. Right now, I think personally, as well as a lot of other people, that he's a little bit unbalanced, and you'll actually see that as the game goes on, that some of his moves are just made to chase people. They're made for last hits and stuff like that. So we're going to start off here, and what I'm going to notice right away is that Ricky comes after me. Unfortunately for him, he doesn't realize that the thing I selected was Bloodlust, if I remember correctly, which gives me health for every kill I make, so I can actively heal myself in the on the battlefield. Most of my abilities are passive abilities. In fact, 2 out of the 4 are, which is actually very helpful because it means I don't really have to go back for mana a lot. The ones I do have cost a lot of mana, but they do a lot of damage as well. So we'll see that coming up here as well. People shouting outside my door makes me hate them so much more. Apparently people partying on a Monday night, because that's when you're supposed to do that, right? I buy a courier here. It's always good to get a courier, even if somebody on your team already has one. Because generally when somebody on your team already has one, it means that they're going to be using it. They know how to use it. They know they're going to want to use it. So I always like to get a courier for myself as just kind of more of a courtesy thing. And then here we see that the sniper shows up, and that he's DPS, and I do not like that one bit. DPS, ranged DPS, one-on-one versus me, when I'm not allowed to just immediately charge him, is kind of shitty. So I put a point now into 2 things. One of them is you'll see it's an ability that allows me to basically see when anybody whose health is under 40% with true sight. So like, let's say a character who turns invisible. Oh yeah, I just warned everybody I'm missing an action from mid. It's just not a big deal than if he's stealth, because if he's under 40% health, I can see him anyways. I just put a point into one of my other abilities, which is I think that's like Berserker or Rampage or something. I haven't been paying much attention. The one on the far left there, my Q ability, is the one I just put points into. And what that does is it gives me a great damage increase, but at the same time, I start losing health. Now that serves two purposes. You can actually cast that on other people right now. I don't know how long that'll hang around, but you can. And so it means that if somebody's low on health, you can give them an attack bonus at the expense of their life, essentially. I think I do that once in this one. Here I've decided kind of what I'm going to go for. I'm going to go for a speedy guy with lots of agility. For the damage aspect of that. You can go just pure agility, which means you hit really hard with a lot of damage, but you don't hit fast. I go the exact opposite. I hit really fast, but I don't do tons and tons of damage each time. However, with Blood Rage, that's what it's called, I do tons and tons of damage, and that's what is incredible, is that not only does it speed me up even more, but it makes me do more damage. So later on in the game, if you invest points into that and then speed with your hitting, you can become very, very dangerous. Right now I'm trying to check. I'm checking to see if there's any active abilities on my items. You should always do that because your items almost always have active abilities. They might even just be something as small as an aura that you can activate every once in a while. But it's very important to check that, and I constantly forget to. In fact, one of the ones I have would have been very useful in this situation. I leveled up again. So I put it into my health thing. And now you'll find that if you're going to play Bloodseeker, this is a very important thing to level up right away. This Bloodbath is what it's called. It's every time you kill a hero or every time you kill a unit, you will see that he adds, if I kill with its maxed out, you add 50%, I believe, of the hero's health to your own when you hurt him. So, in that way, it's incredibly useful. And I think we get through Ricky here. There we go. The Glen Creek guy's on a killing spree already. It's nice. Now, see, what I'm doing here, if you don't know, is I am getting items that will allow me to create an item. You'll notice I'm telling my donkey, I'm just using the controls down on the bottom there to tell him to bring the stuff to me, and I'm getting a pair of boots right now that will allow me to bing bong, and that should allow me to create a new item. And it's always important that whenever you check an item that you want, you see if you can make it out of anything that's a little bit cheaper, because then while you're trying to save up for that item, you can simultaneously be increasing your stats as well, and that's really important. I think I kind of screwed myself because I sent that donkey all the way back out here just so I'd have to run all the way back to base to heal myself again.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Now, I don't know what's going on, but if you look in the bottom corner, you'll see that I only have a 1 plus 1.1 health regen, which is weird because I picked up just recently a ring that should have increased that by 2, so I don't know what's going on there. Now it's 31.2. Just a little bit of towering. We'll be headed back into the fight real soon here. See, this is where I'd like to have a replay, because what I could do is I could show you what's going on over here. Like up here, this guy is not doing very well up here by himself. It's a 2-on-1 right now over there. So I can't even show you because I can't circle the maps. Yeah, see, I'm definitely going to want to do more sportscastery stuff after this, I'm thinking. Which they've made really easy. If you watch my last video, you'll see that when you go into somebody's profile, you can look up all of their matches and download them at will, which is really, really nice. So we're just going to, what we're doing now is just kind of creeping, because what the problem is that I can't, well, I'm not creeping, but I'm just I'm killing their units, because right now I can't take this guy. He'll just run back behind the tower, and I'm not high enough level right now to do what's called a tower dive, which is where, like, when he runs by the tower, you run by after him, chasing him back behind his own lines. It's very dangerous, and you gotta be able to think that you're going to be back, because much rather just make him run back to base with low health than lose your life in the process. he's got a couple. This guy's kind of our arch nemesis. He's got a couple of moves that he's going to do from time to time, and in the future that's going to irritate the piss out of us, such as an ability called Assassinate, which we'll find out all a while later. I'm hoping that this isn't too choppy, because the narration I'm doing is inside the video editing program, and the video editing program I'm using is kind of being a little bit of a bitch right now. I know there's a part later on in this thing where we get really laggy for a couple of seconds. If all of a sudden this thing starts lagging out on you, don't worry about it. It's me, not you. Okay, now we have plus 3.2 health, so I'm guessing I probably just missaw it earlier. The display I'm looking at is actually kind of small. If you'll notice what I was talking about earlier, that guy up in the top of the screen just lost our first tower, which is the first tower to fall, and it gives everybody on the screen 200 gold coins, which is ridiculous to lose so early, unfortunately for him. Yeah, we have a guy who's a little bit panicky with the notifications. If you're going to use the notifications in this game, try and keep it to only vital information. The guy kept trying to tell people that there was a sentry ward up there, so that if we needed to, we could look. Okay, I've got a fun one now. I got Rupture. What Rupture does is, oh, there we go. It basically murders them. It's the greatest thing ever. What it does is it does a massive amount of initial damage, and then damage over time until I think it's for 10 seconds. The thing does enough damage to knock him down more than half of his health, which means that if I ever catch these kinds of people off guard when I have that maxed out, I can basically kill them, even if they run. Which is, needless to say, very nice. I think here I get my power treads, which if you're a character like mine, here's one of the things that they tell you. They seem to have kind of secret ingredients for some of these weapons, because as you're going to notice, I'm going to have the donkey bring me my stuff. I'm actually just waiting now for the flying one to get back, I believe, because he was out on a mission. There we are. What he's going to do is I'm going to take hit, and I'm going to tell him to come out here, and he's going to bring me those speed gloves. Now, the speed gloves should be my second to last ingredient that I need to get, but as you should notice when I get them, come on. As you should notice when I get them, it immediately turns into a power tread. You'll notice that I had two kinds of boots in the power tread instead of the power boot, the speed boots, and the speed gloves. What happened was, for some reason, and I don't know if this is intended or not, certain shoes, certain items have multiple items that can go in the ingredients, even if they're not listed. So I just killed my first person, as you can see there, and I gained 2 levels. Awesome. So I think I put those into that once, and then my Blood Rage. Yep. So we have maxed out Blood Rage now, which means we receive 30% of the health of a creep when we kill it, and we receive 40% of a human when we kill it. I will be back momentarily. I'm just going to stop the recording and check to see how the narration is all lining up. Alright, well, it looks like we are fantabulous. So we are good to go. We're back in the game, folks. And so we destroy a catapult. Alright, now I can't remember if this is where it gets really dull, but I'm thinking it kind of is. Right now there's no heroes over here, so not exactly the most intense situation going on. Although if I remember, yep, here he is, Ricky. Took him less than a second after I thought he was gonna. Had I used Rupture on him, if you saw his health there, if I'd used Rupture on him there, he would be dead. Almost guarantee it. Oh, there we go. The sniper is back with a vengeance. He wants me dead. As you can tell. I got him with a Rupture, though. And that's the important bit. Oh no, I got Ricky with a Rupture. And he got me with an Assassinate. That's that skill. You saw it took me from full health. And I'm just reporting my MIA status, but if you saw it took me from full health to him with a 3rd health. Which is, you know, quite significant. He run around all cocky like that. He's back at full health somehow. I don't know exactly how he did that, but alright, so next I determined I want the Hands of Midas. If you'll notice that this is a good item for people who want to increase their attack speed. And so you'll notice we need the Gloves of Haste and a recipe. That's all we need for this one. It actually costs more to make with ingredients, but I really wanted to increase my attack speed while I was like saving up for it, essentially. So I go ahead and I think I get the Gloves of Haste here. So you'll see soon that it is. I think I can't remember when, but it might be a while before I actually get the if I remember correctly, I die coming up here soon. I believe the Gloves of Haste actually have an active that I didn't notice. No, they do not. Never mind. The Gloves of Midas do. What the Gloves of Midas can do is, if you click the gloves and then click any non-player NPC, it will kill that NPC and immediately give you 150 gold, which is incredibly useful, and the XP to go along with the kill. So it's kind of a double whammy there. Can't really see what's going on down in there. It's kind of a fustercluck. But a whole bunch of other guys show up. So I got the Ricky. I hit him with a rupture. Now I'm kind of in trouble though because I don't have anything to counter these guys. However, I am a higher level than all of them. So right now I should be okay facing one or two of them. If I remember correctly, I believe this guy has a special ability that's going to slow me down and damage me quite a bit, and then he's going to chase after me with that on. Yep, there he goes. He slowed me there, and now he is attempting to rape me. He tower dives to a ridiculous point here. I'm much faster than him right now due to one of my perks. But I'm running back to the thing, and you'll see him attack me inside my own base to kill me. Fantastic, right? So so I'm a little bit exasperated at this point. Seems a little bit ridiculous that he was going to follow me all the way back into my base, and somebody else agrees with me on my team there, the guy that killed him. Because of that kill, however, we do now no longer have enough to buy that recipe, which kind of sucks. So we're going to run back to the battle as we talk up this lovely chap about his errored ways, if you will. So we finally get the middle tower, and I wasn't even there to help, which kind of sucks, but, you know, what can you do? I just need to... Oh, there. If I can just get one more kill, I will have the money to officially get my Hands of Midas, which is all I've ever wanted, is a pair of gold gloves. So if my guy will get up his stupid ramp and use Rupture on him. If I wanted to, I could have tower dived and got the sniper without a doubt. I'm pretty sure I could have done that. But instead, I decided to cowardly hide behind all of my creeps like a derp. So instead, I'll have to study for this guy, unfortunately. I believe this is where I get assassinated. Yep, there he is. Assassinated, unfortunately. So that knocks us even farther away from our goal. I don't know what MS means. I need to look it up. But that was confusing me before, so I was checking to see where he was going. He doesn't know how he checks his MS. I'm like, what? He's like, burp. So, as you can see there, right now we're actually a decent level. We're above most other people, which is unusual for me. And we are actually doing fairly well. In fact, I think we finished second highest in the game in this one, if I remember correctly. Ooh, sorry about that. You gotta yawn, you gotta yawn. At this point, I really should have just sold my ring. It would have gotten me much closer to my goal, and almost to it. And at this point, that +2 health regeneration isn't doing anything for me. I mean, I have 891 health. So, I mean, all it's doing is really taking up an inventory slot. Level up here. Which was really the only point of the reason why I ran in there right away instead of hanging back. As I wanted to make sure I got that right away. I believe I put this into Thirst. Yes. Thirst. Okay. So now that increases the range at which I can sense people when they're below 40% health. And it gives me a 33% speed boost, which is nice as well. I believe I get Ricky here. Yeah, there's no way he's getting away from me there. There we are. And we level up again. Fantastic. So now I have enough money. Let's just see how long it takes me to realize it to get the Hands of Midas. I think I got excited because everybody was coming down here to help me destroy our enemies. So we're pushing mid right now. I'm thinking that throughout this game, a lot of times it seemed that we got coordinated without my knowledge, and I think that's probably because I muted that guy on the microphone early, and he was actually talking and giving orders. Whoops, moving my mic there. Sorry about that. So we make a push in mid. It doesn't actually go like anywhere because right now we're all too low level. I'm one of the highest levels, and I'm level 11. That's way too early for a push. Never push before like 15 or 16. Because it will never ever work. The towers are just too strong at that point. And your creeps aren't nearly good enough. And you'll see here that we pay for it, if I remember correctly. I think in a little bit here we'll only have like 1 or 2 heroes left because everybody else gets killed. Interestingly enough, it seems that we decided that we wanted to push almost exclusively mid when even if another thing presented itself better. Oh, there we go. I finally got him to give me that. So my little Donkers is on the way down to help my Bloodseeker get his super fast smashies on. And that will get us our second main item. I think I ended up using 3. I had a sword, my power treads, and these the gloves of Midas were the main things I used. I got the sniper there with a rupture. As you can see, that kind of demonstrates its DPS abilities. So there we go. See, Hands of Midas, folks.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah. See, this is the second place we went. I think we destroyed the towers. If we had really wanted to kill them, I think what we probably should have done is gone all bottom, because bottom would have given us a better chance at getting into their base earlier. However, they were and here we get absolutely destroyed by Ricketts. I think his name is something like that. It's not Ricky, but he was firing those flaming arrows, and I got away purely on a speed boost here. But as you can see, I think this is where it happens. Nope, I actually got away here, which is nice. Later on you'll see just that there's still some glitching with the ranges. For instance, I ran way back away from the battle, probably farther than anybody would sanely go from a battle if they were chasing me, and was assassinated because I think the guy was already in the animation when I started to run. So I decided I want this because this not only gives me an attack speed upgrade, but it's going to give me a generic attack upgrade, which is good. I contemplate briefly selling the ring, but then I decide against it, which is not a smart idea. I should have sold the ring. Like I said, it was useless to me at this point, so I don't know why I kept it. Sentimental value, passed down from generation to generation until it my father's father. You know the whole spiel. Until it landed on me, so I just didn't really want to pawn it off, I guess. I think, if I remember correctly, we get Ricky here because he is playing a dangerous game with somebody that can cause you to explode at random. Oh no, he ended up getting the drop on me because he went invisible, and I dopely didn't care. I guess would be the best term for that. I do steal somebody's kill, I think, right coming up, or it's just a little bit later. There's a lot of stealth units in this game. If you ever come up against a stealth unit, you want to make sure to get sentry turrets, which I did not get. Sentry turrets, and he's going to tower dive me a little bit here, but I think he's not dumb enough yet to try for the entire thing. What happened was I should have been getting sentry towers, because as you can see, he keeps going invisible. If I had sentry towers, I could have stayed on his ass essentially. I don't know what I'm saying here, but oh, I'm dead. That's what I'm saying. You'll see the Tinker's main thing there, which is an army of tiny mall robots of doom. Unstoppable. Somebody's unstoppable. Todd is unstoppable. Light blue. That's interesting. Go Todd. Good for him. Right now I'm actually kind of struggling to put funds together here because I can't seem to raise money at all, which I think is kind of funny because I was doing well at the beginning and now I'm starting to get killed a lot. But you'll see that we turn that around with a couple of well-placed abilities later on in the game. And it's all about timing, really. You can actually turn the game entirely around by using your one of your abilities at the right time. In fact, where I think we're about to see it, this is going to end up a 3-on-1, me versus 3 of those guys. I killed one, and then this guy came, and I was able to kill him by using that bloodlust thing. And if you'll notice, that does a massive amount of damage, and I'm hitting really fast. So I'm able to kill both of them and send the third one scampering away. The one drawback to that bloodlust, or whatever it's called, is I keep forgetting the names, is the inability for us to I was trying to decide whether I wanted to buy it and send my donkey back for it, or I'm just telling everybody I felt like such a boss. 3 versus 1 and I killed 2 and then sent a third one scampering away. But anyways, I decided here to go all the way back because I could have used a heal anyways. Don't ever send the donkey out if you're planning on coming back anyways, because all you're going to do is waste a whole bunch of clicks, and it's actually kind of important that you get see, right there I was kind of regretting the fact that I sold that ring, because right as I sold that ring, the top tower for our enemy fell, giving me 200 gold, essentially doing the exact same things. But what can you do? Anyways, never ever send the donkey out. What was I saying? Never ever send the donkey out to meet you if you're only going to go halfway there, because it's very important that you stay in the fight for as long as possible. I mean, even just me running back to heal and then running forward, it's cost me enough time that people can level on you. Now we're going to try and take this big boss creature here. He's level 30 monster, and basically what he is there to do is give your team a financial and experience boost. When you take him down as a team, he gives you all experience and all money, which is very nice. So never take him on before most of your people are above 10, but it's always a useful exercise to take him down. Always see if you can take him down before your enemy can. I do believe he respawns though, so it's not too big if you miss it. They were pushing top here, if you can't notice, and that can get really dangerous really fast, because they were actually nearing us and they still had full force of guys. We had just taken on that boss creature, and and we're somewhat weakened. We were lucky we had the golem guy to basically get everybody out of there. But here we come to save the day. I do not believe I make it out of this fight alive, if I remember correctly. Although that's indicative of most of my fights. So, I mean, I really can't be all that surprised. At this point, we pretty much have them. If you look at the top, you'll see our kill ratios up there, and we have them handily in kill ratios. At a certain point, it becomes pretty obvious who is going to win the game. We're on a killing spree now, having killed that final guy. I don't believe we get this kill. No, we do not. But we steal a kill from him either later or before, so I mean it's all subjective, I guess. So I go with the quarterstaff. I don't know why. I think I wanted something that was useful. But let me tell you, to get that last 1,000, it takes fucking forever. So always go with the most expensive pick because you're going to be able to get the other one easier. Even if the one that you're going to be getting, in my opinion anyways, even if the one that you're going to be getting is going to be a little bit less useful, it's going to be better in the long run because you're going to be able to obtain your item just a bit faster than otherwise. But we have the quarterstaff now, which even increases our attack and our speed even more, so we're actually in a really good position right now. The people that we're facing off against in the middle are lower levels than us. We haven't been feeding people all game, which is absolutely astounding for somebody who's so new to the game. And right now we're going to push mid again, but unfortunately we are weak and disorganized. And Brown keeps sending up those kind of like false signals. And again, all like I said, I think he might have been talking, and I just didn't hear him. I try to get away here, and then here's Panda Man manages to get me, and he goes up 2 levels because of that. He's level 10, and he got me with a killing blow, and was able to up himself quite a bit. We'll notice, however, that we are 13. We are level 15, and we have 7 kills and 4 deaths, and we are currently second best on our team. That backdoor protection, by the way, is just making it invincible, essentially, until you destroy all those little pools around it. There's a Tinker. He's kind of annoying when you have to fight him, I won't lie. We should be spawning here any second. 15 seconds, of course. That is one of the any seconds, if you didn't know that. But believe it or not, this game is kind of winding down. We've both lost towers, but unfortunately, it's not as even of a match as you think it is right now. It's kind of lopsided towards us, and you can see that by the kills up in the corner here. You can see that we have 9 more than they do, which is actually quite significant. So we'll be ending this soon enough. I don't know why I clicked over there. I think he wanted us to push top, but that didn't make any sense, so I just ended up going mid. We can see that this guy right here, this ghoul, don't get in one-on-one combat with him. Even if he's a lower level than you, he's still going to be very dangerous in one-on-one combat. I think he's a strength character, which means that, like I said, stay away from him because he's going to have a ton of hit points. Somebody's playing music in the room over. It's kind of annoying. The door is closed, but walls are about as little soundproof as physically possible. We get him with a rupture, which entices us to try and hero dive, if you will. Here's where I think it gets ridiculous. If you'll notice, he's way back. The sniper hasn't moved, but he manages to hit us from back there. So I'm kind of perplexed here as to how he managed to hit me from 800 million billion miles away. And this is this kind of, for me, it got a little bit frustrating later on, because I only need 1,000 gold to complete my item, and I was just really hoping to get 1,000 gold to complete my item, I guess.
Your bottom
Really?
tower has fallen.
Really? I don't know if you guys, the volume indicator is indicating you guys can hear that music, but it is really loud. And I'm starting to get a little concerned for the ears of the people that are in no, actually, they're like 6 rooms away behind a closed door. And I can sing along if I want. So I won't be doing that, but I could if I wanted to. Trust me.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
That's not me singing along, that's just me doing the beat, so it's still okay.
As you wish.
Whew. Sorry about that. Had to cough there for a second. Hope I didn't blow your eardrums out. Probably did, but you know, what can you do at this point? So they actually do a pretty decent push here. I think it's just because we were disorganized at this point, and we hadn't. I was able to kill him. He thinks I stole his kill. But I didn't. I killed another guy. We are going to get dust. What he means by get dust is he wants us to get visibility dust. It's something that when you double click it, it spreads dust all around your character, which falls on the invisible people, making them visible. You'll notice that I have a scary presence now, which is something that I thoroughly enjoyed. As you can notice that the sniper and the panda ran away in terror when I showed up to the battlefield. Makes me feel real important. Alright, so we finally have enough money for our thing because we killed that guy. So we will be bringing ourselves a shiny new sword recipe, which we will somehow make out of a quarterstaff and a broadsword in the middle of battle without a forge. My guy's just kind of talented like that. But now we're moving even faster. As you can see, he's got quite the attack speed, and our attack is significantly increased by that. So as it goes right now, we're actually pretty impressively there, and I think I got him with that. Yeah, he's good. He's done. This is that guy right there. I'll probably end up doing a video on him later, but he's very good at ambushes like that because of that slow ability he has. It makes him really dangerous. The only reason why I haven't been killed a lot more by him is because my character has that ability to speed up just at random. So there's not too much. It's not too big of a deal when that happens, but he needs to be careful because we got a couple of really long-range guys. I think we get him here, if I remember correctly. Yep. I turn on my Bloodlust. He turns on a healing thing, but I turn on my Bloodlust, or my Blood Fury, to kill him faster there, and that's basically what saved my life. This character actually is, if you don't know how to play him, he can be annoying to try and play, but if you do, he can be very good at times. And I think here is our final push. Yeah, the video is indicating that this is our successful push, which is actually kind of unprecedented. It never happens where a push were to take down that first final tower is the last push. At this point, I'm still thinking that this is probably going to go on for another 20-30 minutes, because that's all that indicates is when you get to those towers like that, most of the time it's another 20-30 minutes before you're able to take down those towers, and then the barracks behind them. And then once you can do that, then you have basically a free reign inside the base. But it's very difficult to take it down, as it should be. But we kind of, after I got ganked by Ricky there, we're going to spawn, and basically by the time we spawn, it's going to practically be over right now. We're 37 minutes in, and the game is a little bit over 40 minutes. Right now I'm just kind of looking at everybody's stuff, and you can see that right now I am the second highest level. Woo, woo. I accidentally tried to use my Hand of Midas here, and I couldn't figure out how to get it off my hand. I tried to use it on my donkey, but that didn't work because I was dead. And the donkey, you can't do it to the donkey. But, you know, also because mostly I'm just dead. But that seemed to get rid of it anyway, so we're all good. This is the thing I was talking about. This saber, the Shadow Blade, has a special move that allows you to go into ghost mode and travel through enemies with a 20% speed increase, which is quite impressive.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And as you can see by the GG in the thing, we are
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
we are on the verge of winning. I believe I pick up a quarterstaff here. No? What do I pick up? I know I pick up something, or I just derp around in here until the end of the game, basically. You'll notice that that item that I just showed there is also up here, and that actually is an item that can be made and then can be made into something else entirely. And that's you kind of have, I think it's a 3-tiered system for items. So
As the twins direct, I thirst.
just kind of derping around in the shop. You don't want to do this for too long, because I think I do get the Dust of Appearance, and then I get a Sentry Ward and have my derp bring it back to me. But you don't want to stay in the shop too long, because every second you do is essentially seconds you're allowing them to get gold, get basically everything they need, get gold and experience, and you know, eventually outlevel you. Deciding what you want in the shop is not as important as making sure you're out there fighting. In fact, I may figure out how to configure that quick bar outside of the game so I can show you guys how to do that, so that your builds are easy to find, and all you need to do is click on the items to buy, essentially. And here is almost certainly our final push. Yeah, we're taking down the barracks, and I believe I got him with the rupture there. So they lost pretty easily the player that could have done the most damage to us. So I throw down a sentry ward to make sure that Ricky doesn't sneak up on us anywhere. And right now it's just basically fighting NPCs, mobs, and this big building here, these big buildings here. So guy spawns a whole bunch of little geodudes to beat the shit out of everything, and they do that just fine. We have the sniper is here, but yeah, he doesn't do so well. So what we're just doing now is we're destroying these pools that surround the these pools and these buildings that surround the main structure, because once you do that, you can attack the main structure. I think it may be that the only ones you need to worry about are the ones directly surrounding it, but I haven't really, you know, noticed anything. I don't know why I'm trying to buy things right now. Freaking out. Oh yeah, I do get this red sword to myself, I believe. No, there's no way he gets to me in time. You just sit back and watch the destruction, huh? Oh, and there we are. Radiant lost my victory. So great. Alright, so there we are. As you can see, we ended at level, I think that's, yeah, level 19 with 57 last hits, which is pretty good. We had a little bit over 1,000 gold, 11 deaths, 6 deaths, 11 lives, and 5 assists, which is pretty good. Our gold per minute could have been better, but you know, that's all in the past, and I don't know what that last one is because I can't read it, but you know. That does it for me, then. I will see you guys next time.